look up and down both these rosters, and these are incredible athletes on both sides.
So we expect, Kevin, that we're going to get some great highlight plays out in transition here, and you're going to see the court shrink up a little bit for some of the offensive players.
How about the most athletic guy you ever faced?
John Barry? No, I'm kidding, Kevin. I'm kidding.
You like that answer, though, yeah. If he's listening, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he
no,
doesn't.
Jordan, LeBron, who?
Yeah. Most athletic player I ever faced was Kobe Bryant in his prime.
I like that answer. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Wilson Chandler out there with Plumlee. Then it's Jameer Nelson. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Harris in at the 2 spot. Now, here is Nelson. Jokic with the screen on Teague. Nelson kicks to Jokic. Young with the steal. In the corner, Miles with it. It's good from long range.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Here's Denver now. It's a 3-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, offensively, they got all the momentum behind them, got the D on the ropes, and they just kept throwing haymakers.
And George gets it to go.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
Now, here is Nelson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Chandler outside. No good from outside. Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Knocks it loose. George passes to Teague. Feeds to Young. He dishes it to George. Clock at 4. And the shot falls short this time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Plumlee with the screen. Plumlee sets the pick for Nelson. Back to Plumlee. Chandler against Young. Shoots it up. That doesn't go either for Chandler.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to talk with Denver's head coach. They did get a win in the last game against this team, but he told me we're facing a dynamite offense. We were lucky to get a win the last time. We need to have discipline and detail tonight. Try to minimize mistakes. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. What's your take on coach's strategy here?
I tell you what, he doesn't sugarcoat it at all. I mean, it's a challenge going up against a team that is just as potent offensively as this group is, and he wants his guys to be mentally prepared for it.
Yeah, I think their coach would like them to be extremely physical as well. All the strategy in the world can't make up for good old-fashioned toughness and heart.
Now Nelson. Jeff Teague missing from long range. Nelson kicks to Jokic. A basket good off the assist from Nelson. Jokic has got his first basket of the night.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Isn't that a rock and roll band? You need to be up in his jersey. It'd be a bad idea to let him get going and get hot early like that. Well, the defense ready for him there in prevent mode, making sure that he didn't get a clean look at that layup.
Nelson, no one around him. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Young's shot is off. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
When you're on the road, those are not points that you can afford to miss out on. Step up, knock down your free throws. They shot themselves in the foot with their struggles at the line.
And here's Young, following the 3 from Jameer Nelson. And Young kicks to George. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Nelson outside. Jokic with a screen on Teague. Jokic passes to Plumlee. Jokic a screen. Denver gets it back. Harris dishes to Nelson. Plumlee with a screen on Teague. Nelson with it. Picked up by Teague. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. You watch Jokic play, and you can see why so many are high on his ability to be a star someday. Brent has all the tools, is a legit 7-footer, and he moves with such ease.
Yeah, Jokic has a nice face-up game and has lateral movement as a big, which is quite impressive. Sense of spacing with his passing is pretty good. His timing on defense is good. Be interesting to see how he develops in the next couple seasons.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Not your typical big man free throws there. He's lights out.
Pacers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Miles kicks to George. The feed now to Young. Pass to George. Shot to end this cold run. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Faried.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Nelson with it. Jokic with a screen on Teague. Harris passes to Jokic. And again, Denver no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Up top, Plumlee. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Cleveland.
He really could time those perfectly. What an assist.
Pacers trail by 5. Here's Teague. To the middle. Here's Young. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Just a great job there from Teague to locate where his teammate was and get the ball to him on time.
Timeout is
Teams, their offense has improved. I mean, they're really getting comfortable with one another, and their production has also increased.
the Nuggets leading by 3. Nelson outside. This one for 3. Stolen by George. Jokic defending. Over to the left wing. Shoots a fader. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And it's blocked. Chandler against George. He shoots again, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And you think about the Nuggets over the years, a lot of great wing players, Brent, for this franchise. Current roster is very heavy with wing players right now, but they've had stars like Melo and Iguodala in the recent past.
Yeah, historically, the Nuggets have had some great small forwards. You think about Alex English playing in the 80s, probably the best Nugget of all time, and David Thompson, another great Nugget from the past.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Allen's checked in for Miles Turner. Ellis comes in for C.J. Miles. And Brooks subbed in for Jeff Teague. And then for Denver, Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Plumlee. Barton comes in for Harris. And Murray subbed in for Jameer Nelson. Barton kicks to Jokic. Here's the screen. Passes it to Murray. From downtown, Pacers with the rebound. George dishes to Brooks. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Ellis outside. Brooks setting the pick for George. That one rolling around and rims out.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Down low. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Pacers making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. The Nuggets shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Free throw, good. Jokic.
And one of the more aggressive teams in the league this past offseason, looking to adjust their roster, the Indiana Pacers. I mean, the trade for Jeff Teague, another for Thaddeus Young, the signing of Al Jefferson. It's going to be interesting to see how all these new players gel in Nate McMillan's system.
Now, here is George. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Celtics in Boston. George missing again.
And man, this game would shift drastically if he was on tonight and making those shots that we normally see him hit.
Fareed setting the pick for Barton. And another miss by Denver. And Jeff Teague of Atlanta, and now of Indiana, more of a playmaking point guard. That's something the Pacers have lacked for a long time, Gio.
Yeah, and he's a guy who looks to push the ball aggressively in transition. And that's something, as you mentioned, the Pacers have been trying to do. Thaddeus Young, another player who fits that mold. Jefferson, more of a half court, but I think he gives them a nice option there with that second unit.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for George. Denver in the lead. Murray kicks to Chandler. The pass to Fareed. Barton against Ellis. 6 to shoot. Here's Fareed. And Allen with the block. Robinson kicks to Allen. Here's Jefferson, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. And with the season in full swing, you can really start to see teams hitting their stride. Brent, how brutal is that 82-game regular season schedule?
Well, the league can do all they want with trying to eliminate back-to-backs in 4 games in 5 nights, Kevin, but guess what? 82 is 82.
Yes.
And so the marathon right now is in full swing.
That one drops. He ties it up. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Denver's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Chandler outside. Pass to Murray. It's Barton on the wing. Fires the three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And you can see how dangerous that catch-and-shoot game can be. Will Barton continues to impress.
Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Allen with the screen for Brooks. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Brooks has got it all tied up now for the Pacers. It's Barton on the wing, guarded by Robinson. Inside, here's Hernan Gomez, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Chandler. He's really producing here second half of the season. He's around 18 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
First one falls. And Brent, for the Nuggets, they know that it's going to be a growing process for a few years before they can compete.
Well, a lot of learning on the job, not only for the players, but for the coaching staff, Kevin. But that can be a great thing. You know, if you're rooted together in the struggle to become successful in the NBA, you're going to share those successes on such a deeper level once they come.
So he gets them both. Indiana trailing here. Now here's Allen. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Allen with this screen for Brooks. Robinson kicks to Allen. 6 to shoot. Indiana moving the ball around. Brooks for 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Denver shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Barton against Ellis. Lets it go from 14. Barton no luck. And Indiana shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. Back to Ellis. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Ellis against Barton. Takes the 13-footer. They get it back. Here's Hernan Gomez. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Warriors. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Nuggets, right now, quite a ways down below.
Well, I think for Denver, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season, and that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Unfortunately, those expectations were right on the money. They just weren't ready to join that elite group of teams at the top of this league. And they're still in the playoff picture, and we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
And he makes both free throws. Indiana's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Allen passes to Brooks. Jefferson against Fareed. Allen dishes to Ellis. To the inside. Here's Jefferson, and again it's Indiana.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Chandler. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And again, Denver no good. And it's Indiana's ball. Robinson kicks to Brooks. Ellis the pass to Jefferson. Back to Ellis. Shoots the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Now Murray. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Launches it. It's a tie game in Indiana. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong, and still to this day. That's just the competitiveness that I believe my oldest brother built into me when I was little.
And that kind of relentless determination is something Monte is known for. And one of the reasons he's been around for a decade in the NBA as a consistently good player. And
off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
Well, those high percentage shots have keyed their offense tonight, and until the defense packs the lane, no reason to shift their strategy.
Teague and Monte are the guard set. Christmas out there with Paul George. That's the Pacers 5. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Cans it from downtown. Harris has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Nuggets.
And Gary Harris is a guy who I feel is just taking strides. A little undersized as a two-guard in this modern NBA. Needs to work on his range, but can play a little bit above his listed height. He is very fearless when he goes inside trying to attack the rim.
Only took him a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Wow, more threes in the NBA? Who knew? Teams trading tray balls.
Here's Hernan Gomez. In the corner, it's Harris. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Talking about Gary Harris, who played a while at Michigan State, listed at 6'4", but you'll see him going up over 2 or even 3 defenders in the lane.
Well, that just tells me, Kevin, he's got extreme confidence in his ability. Reminds me a bit size-wise of Dwayne Wade, and he does the same sort of things in attacking the rim. Very efficient in the offensive zone when he gets in there.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, in the era of 3-and-D and 4-out and 1-in, some say the post-up is a lost art. That makes Al Jefferson a throwback player. He said it happened right in front of my eyes. When I came into the league, it was still a big man's game. Everything changed around me. I've always been a back-to-the-basket post-move player. I just stuck to what I do best, guys.
Yeah, and I hope he never changes. Thanks, D.A. No good on the free throw. Brent, we always hear about the guard positions being a point guard and a shooting guard, but do you feel as if those distinctions now are blending and we're not seeing the designation as much?
It has become more of a positionless game, Kevin, and I think what's happened is the offenses in the league are starting to recognize the skill set of some of the players who are coming out of not only high school but college, and using them in various ways where you don't need to specifically be a power forward or a back-to-the-basket player. Those just don't exist anymore.
Now here's Teague. He had 25 points last game. Left side, George. 6 to shoot. Back to Teague. Baseline jumper. And the shot falls short this time.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he sat in that mid-range area, which can be a no-man's land defensively, but he quickly moved over to contest.
And Nelson gets it to go.
Solid fundamentals there from Plumlee, looking to set a rock-hard screen to spring open a teammate.
And here is Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The 11-footer. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's just terrific court awareness there. The defense knew it was coming and just totally suffocated him.
Jokic a screen. Nelson kicks to Jokic. No good that time. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. To the paint. That's good from Teague on the assist from Myers. Teague's got his first points of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Stolen by George. Here's Christmas. And Teague has it in the corner. That doesn't go in either for Teague. Teague against Nelson. Tipped away.
And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got his 4th rebound in this one. Takes a 3. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Miles dishes to George. Here's Christmas. They set the pick to the middle, up off the screen. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That'll put Paul George on the line. It's going to go on Will Barton. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Indiana. The Pacers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Nuggets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Jokic a screen. Nelson kicks to Jokic. Misses the layup. Indiana's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Big athletic guys like Plumlee. Hard to get your shot over them before they can get their hands up.
Jokic with a screen on Teague. Barton passes to Jokic. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Jokic has got 14 points.
Ooh, good eyes. Found the open man and delivered an accurate pass.
Indiana moving it around. And Young kicks to George. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The Pacers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Nuggets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Nelson with it. He has 5. In the corner, it's Plumlee. Shot clock at 5. From the line. Great D that time from T. For Indiana, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Well, you were a pretty good passer in your day. When you look at the playmakers in the NBA, who do you like?
Love Ricky Rubio in Minnesota. The way that he sees the floor, I think he's fantastic in the open court and gives his guys a lot of great opportunities that normally they wouldn't see. Chris Paul in LA for the Clippers operates in the pick and roll better than anybody maybe we've seen in the game of basketball, maybe in its history.
Big statement.
With his mid-range game and the way that he sets up guys around him. Those are 2 of my favorites.
I like him. And here is Teague after Gary Harris made that last 3-pointer. Now here's Teague. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Barton, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on George.
6'6", 175. That's one wily athlete. Will Barton, tough to guard, given his height and his speed.
The Nuggets have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
That free throw, no good. The Pacers making a change here. Allen's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Murray's checked in for Harris. And the second free throw, good.
Timeout.
So the Pacers call timeout. Their first.
And they are certainly embracing that trend.
And here are the Pacers now. Young outside. There's the pick. Outside, George. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him. But, you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
Jokic, no good.
The defense arrived just in the nick of time to throw him off there. So fortunate he missed that one, guys.
Here's Allen. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Nelson from outside. And it's Miles with the rebound.
After hitting a 3 in the first quarter, he's gone cold from the perimeter during this one.
Allen dishes to Young. Outside for George. To the paint. Jokic with the steal. Now Nelson. He has 5. It's Barton on the wing. And the layup is good. Barton's got his second basket of the night.
Smart play there from Barton to establish himself on the inside to convert.
Teague kicks to Young. "13 feet away. Off the left rim and out." Denver's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Nelson outside. He feeds it to Plumlee. Down low, Jokic, and that's in. Nice feet on the play. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
One thing about Plumlee, he possesses good passing skills from the low post and when facing up.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now he has to back off on defense just a little bit. His team cannot afford to have him on the bench at this point in the game due to foul trouble.
Brooks checked in for Indiana. Fareed's checked in for Denver. Chandler comes in for Barton. Ray, you look around the league and teams are starting to dig into the numbers and really analyze the game carefully. I know that you enjoy analytics. You've always been known yourself as an efficient scorer. When you take a look at the numbers, how do you see them? How do you interpret them?
I think there are some things that are very advantageous for players to take a look at with regards to how it is that they play and where they're most effective. Because one of the things, Kevin, it can sort of reestablish your confidence. And there can be spots on the floor where you get to where you might feel better because somebody has presented those numbers to you. I will tell you, Kevin, that probably the guy that I played with in the latter stages of my career that used the numbers the most was a guy by the name of Shane Battier. Shane loved to look deep into the books and try to gain some sort of advantage numerically and statistics-wise on his opponent, and really was one of the few guys that would go deeper than most.
Have analytics changed the game, do you think?
I believe so, but still for players, I think that they're a long way from being able to understand exactly what it is that the numbers are telling them. That time is coming where players really want to know those kind of things, and the tutorial sessions between the coaching staff and the players, I think, are on the horizon.
Now here's Allen following the shot by Jameer Nelson. Allen kicks to Brooks. Jefferson passing to Brooks. Drains the three-pointer. Brooks has got 7 points in the game. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Murray. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now the dish to Nelson. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
He just doesn't seem to be himself shooting the ball right now, guys. Just looks a tad bit uneasy, and that's affecting the result.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. The Nuggets in second.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they've passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Nuggets trail by 3. Nelson kicks to Chandler. Faried up top. Chandler against Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Faried. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really, Faried is just very comfortable from there. He waits for the right opportunity and then seizes the moment.
Kicks it to Jefferson. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Faried. Denver's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Jefferson, a screen on Nelson. Ellis kicks to Robinson. Indiana moving the ball around. Brooks outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Chandler outside. To the inside. Here's Hernan Gomez. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here is Brooks. 9 points in the game so far. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Great look, but off the mark. Dishes to Murray. Back to Nelson. Chandler against Robinson. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Indiana. Allen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. On the wing, Ellis. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Screen by Jefferson. It's Brooks on the wing, guarded by Nelson. Brooks misses. Denver in the lead. Nelson kicks to Murray. Robinson against Chandler. Stolen by Robinson. One-on-one here. Here's Ellis. That doesn't go either for Ellis. Chandler outside. To the paint. Out to Nelson. Here's Murray. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sport. Nugget shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. So on the floor for Denver, you've got Gary Harris, Wilson Chandler out there with Plumlee, and it's Jameer Nelson, and it's Jokic in at the center position. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee with the screen. The fadeaway. He can't get that one, so Indiana will take it the other way. Young dishes to T. He kicks it to Miles. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Nelson outside. Plumlee with the screen. Plumlee sets the pick for Nelson. Feeds to Plumlee. Harris passes to Jokic. To the middle. Chandler, no good.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
To the middle, a reverse. And he sinks the layup. And it's 8 points for Miles Turner.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have a reverse in their arsenal.
Now here is Harris. He's got 9. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
Here's Nelson.
Teague anticipated every move on that play and was right there to meet him each step of the way. Great defense.
And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Pacers lead by 5.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Nelson outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Plumlee. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Indiana leading by 3. Teague kicks to Young. Right side, George. Back to Young. Indiana moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And Sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
The Nuggets trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nelson, the pass to Jokic. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Outside, George wants to get it to Miles and does. That one goes in. Miles has got 5 now.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Harris setting the pick for Nelson. He dishes it to Chandler. 4 on the clock. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. The shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul.
Jokic a screen. Nelson kicks to Jokic. They double him with George. Left side, Harris. 5 to shoot. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. He's got 11.
Like to see when Gary Harris has his feet squared and finds the rhythm, you expect him to make those shots.
Back to Teague. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first one falls.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
Christmas, he's checked in for Young. Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
And right there, you can see the time that's put in at the free throw strike.
Here's Barton. He has 6. was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Paul George. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 23 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Barton. Pacers leading by 3. Teague with the ball. 6 points for him. The feed to Miles. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. Teague can't hit.
He is struggling mightily, but his teammates in this one have picked him up.
Jokic a screen. Harris dishes to Plumlee. Chandler the pass to Jokic. Got it. Good job in the low post. Jokic has got 20 points.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
Now here's Teague. On the wing, George. From 13. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now Harris. He's got 11. For the lead, Martin. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Murray's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Outside Teague. Outside for George. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the first one at the line is good. Ellis is checked in for Indiana. And a switcher also for Denver. Fareed is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Harris kicks to Fareed. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And another miss by Denver. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And George, here we go. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Barton outside. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. 16 feet away. And the shot falls short this time.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made him pay.
T kicks to Christmas. Pass to George. He feeds it to Christmas. Stolen by Fareed. There's the three. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got his third rebound tonight. Hard to believe that Kenneth Faried was taken 22nd in the draft class of 2011. And he's been a solid player ever since he came into the NBA.
Another one of those players, Kevin, you could classify as just because of his size he was overlooked, but his ability to muscle in and really outwork everybody makes up for that lack of size. Not your prototypical power forward, but he can hold his own. And interesting, Kevin, the 6'8" Manimal, Kenneth Faried, plays a lot bigger. You know, he has a standing reach that's 3 inches higher than Blake Griffin's, but more than anything, it's his athleticism and tremendous hustle that makes him such an imposing presence.
And Brent, Faried became a star as the starting power forward for Team USA, winning that gold in Spain in 2014.
Well, also, Kevin, selected to the all-tournament team, so what a tremendous honor internationally, playing alongside all those great scorers. Faried's relentless work during the tournament really drawing a lot of attention. It helped him earn a 4-year, $50 million contract from the Denver Nuggets.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Al Jefferson is checked in for Miles Turner. Allen comes in, and it's Brooks in for T. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Murray. Inside. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Inside, knocked loose. And here is Faried. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Brooks outside and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. The Nuggets number 1.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Faried, a screen on Brooks. Murray dishes to Faried. Barton against George. Trying to get back on track. It counts, and the foul. It's on Al Jefferson.
It is so hard to contain Faried when he's wreaking havoc with his activity. You cannot put a cage around the Manimal.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And here are the Pacers now. Here's Brooks. 9 points in the game so far. Down low. Jefferson's shot is off. Nuggets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Now here's Murray. Brooks covering. They set the pick. Murray with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Clock is at 3. Feed away, and it's sent back by George. To the paint, here's Jefferson. Brooks outside. It's a very good look and converts. Brooks has got 11. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Now here's Barton. He's got 11. Murray kicks to Faried. There's the pass to Barton. Shoots off the screen. That one good for 2. He's got 13.
The pick definitely could have been better, didn't fully commit to it, but it was still just enough to get his teammate enough room to knock down the shot.
Screen by Jefferson. Barton against George. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Kenneth Faried. That free throw good from Al Jefferson. And so he makes both from the line. For Denver, they've gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Harris outside. Barton against George. 6 on the shot clock. Lets a floater go. And Allen with the block. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Indiana again missing.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
The only way you're going to challenge him in that situation, you have to attack with more power.
Barton kicks to Harris. Lets it go. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Allen outside. Outside, George. Back to Jefferson. And here's Ellis for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Ellis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Just so many lead changes. Nobody's held an advantage for long.
Harris outside. It's Faried, top of the key. Pass to Murray. Back to Faried, and Faried throws it down.
And that's what the defense gets for allowing Faried to get room there to throw it down. He's one of the hardest working players in the game.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 11. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Ellis. Rejected by Harris. Now here's Murray. He's guarded close. Faried. And again, it's Denver. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Brooks. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Outside, George. Barton with some nice D. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets lead.
And this is the time when the leaders on the court need to step up, take control, and make things happen.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Pacers. Young and Turner up front. Teague and Monte are the guard set. And it's Miles in at the 3 slot.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
And how can we know? It comes down to one team's will against the others.
Now, here is Nelson. Over in the corner, Chandler. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Ellis with it. He's covered by Murray. Miles the pass to Teague. There's a good screen. Now Miles. Just 5 to shoot. Nelson with the steal. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Goes up the baseline. That shot off. Good defensive work there by Young. Pacers trail by 3. Teague dishes to Miles. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. A nice shot by Teague.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Nelson outside. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
Well, coaches always tell you, if you take a chance, you better get it.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. Teague against Chandler. High arcing shot. It's rebounded by Indiana. To the middle to take the lead. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the lead.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Both free throws good from Thaddeus Young.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Plumlee with a screen on Teague. Nelson kicks to Murray. Over in the corner, Chandler to the middle. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Miles' turn.
Well, clearly a mistake by the defender. Plumlee's a big guy that you have to wrap up, but if you don't, you can get and ones.
That's good from Plumlee. And here is Teague. The dish to Young. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Jokic with a screen on Teague. On the wing, Chandler. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for Gary Harris. He's checked in for the Nuggets. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Teague kicks to Young. Screen by Young. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. He can't get that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Harris passes to Nelson. Jokic a screen. Jokic sets the screen for Nelson. Chandler outside. Just 4 to shoot. That's good from Harris on the assist by Chandler. Chandler's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Now, here is Young. Indiana moving it around. Kicks it to T. Looking to end the run. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Wow, Oh, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Here's Nelson. Shoots. He can't get it to go. So Indiana will take it the other way.
Yeah, I know the shot's been off just a smidge tonight, but he's contributed in other ways to help his team have the lead in this game so far.
In the corner, Miles with it. Ellis kicks to Miles. There's the pick. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Yeah, not a highlight reel play there. He needs to be aware of where he is on the court at all times.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Jokic with a screen on Teague. Nelson dishes to Plumlee. Rejected by Young. From deep, Miles. That shot no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Dishes to Nelson. Back to Chandler. Jokic inside and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And he knocks down the first one. Good on the second, so he makes them both. Pacers trail by 4. Teague with the ball. They set the screen. Launches a 3. And no good. And it's Denver the other way. Plumlee with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Harris passes to Nelson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Nuggets lead by 6. Here's Teague. Young outside. He kicks to Ellis. To the inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. Jokic. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
First free throw is good. And Indiana making a change here. George is checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
Back to Nelson. Feeds to Chandler. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee, a shot, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. And here's Miles outside. Indiana again missing. Denver leading by 5. Nelson outside. Plumlee with a screen on Teague. Nelson kicks to Chandler. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Miles dishes to Teague. Now the feed to Miles. Passes it to Teague. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
Now, here is Nelson. He used that pick to get in close. And it's 7 points for Mason Plumlee.
Well, not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
And it's Denver with the rebound. Plumlee's got 9 rebounds now tonight. He dishes it to Chandler. He feeds it to Nelson. Screen by Fareed. Nelson with it. Picked up by Teague. A shot by Chandler. Wide open. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Pacers trail by 8. Teague kicks to Young. And there's the pass to George. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Fareed kicks to Nelson. Pass to Harris. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, such a big body, Plumlee does possess explosive verticality, and then, of course, a power finish.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Now, here's Miles. George with the ball. Now Chandler defending. And count it. This shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
He's one of those guys the defense always has to watch out for. Burned him there.
That free throw good from George. Here's Nelson. Fareed, a screen on Teague. Pass to Plumlee. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Catches the defender a little bit out of position. Plumlee makes a strong move to take advantage.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, a former 5-star recruit won a championship in college. Plumlee still finding his way a little bit here in the pros.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Pacers trail by 8. It's stolen by Harris. There's the dish to Plumlee. In the corner, it's Nelson. From deep, buries the long-range jumper. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Right side Teague. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Screen by Fareed. Nelson against Teague. Nelson, the pass to Fareed. Stolen by Miles. Kicks it to George. To the inside. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Nuggets leading by 9. Chandler outside. Dishes it to Nelson. Fareed, a screen on Teague. Open shot by Chandler. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now here's Teague. Outside, George. A minute 50 left in the fourth. Nelson with the steal. He kicks it to Fareed, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation? The pick definitely could have been better, didn't fully commit to it, but it was still just enough to get his teammate enough room to knock down the shot.
Nelson dishes to Plumlee. Back to Nelson. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Harris kicks to Nelson. It's tipped and stolen by Jeff Teague. To the paint. Here's George. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Chandler. It's the first, and that brings them to within 10. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
The team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nuggets.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep. And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Jokic. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Now T. There's the pick. Outside, George. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Plumlee, the pass to Nelson. Shoots off the screen. It's hauled in by George.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
That happens sometimes. The ball just does not go down. But I'll tell you what, he'll take that shot every time.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Gary Harris. At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
And here's Barton. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right.
Our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic. He owned the first half. He was aggressive, focused. It felt like that sparked the whole team.
He was extremely selective tonight. It's hard to bait him into taking bad shots, which I really did like. He resisted the temptation, and he showed a lot of discipline. Shot over 50%, high 50s.
He's a road warrior because he was on that edge of that game tonight. Oh, my boy. That's what we don't always see from this guy. But tonight, road warrior.
And that'll wrap things up.